at one point it was just so bad that we decided to rob a bank.
Yeah.
The poverty simulation is an amazing learning tool to help people understand more about poverty so that they can decrease judgment and increase their compassion. Poverty simulation is an awesome way to learn what a lot of people in our community experience on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of people think they know what living in poverty might look and feel like, but until they go through the poverty simulation, they really don't know what the emotional aspects of trying to deal with poverty are. And it's phenomenal what can happen with them in just a 2-hour period. I hope people will begin to understand a little bit more about what it means to live in poverty. For example, some people in the simulation will get a job. And when we debrief, I ask them, okay, now how would you respond to the question or the statement, if they just get a job, everything would be okay? And they'll say, well, I had a job, but I wasn't earning enough money. Or I had a job, but I couldn't take care of all the things that my family needed me to do. Or I couldn't get transportation to my job, so I lost my job. Or they begin to discover that our usual way of addressing an issue, once you're thrown into it, doesn't necessarily work. Some of the assumptions that I'm trying to break down are issues of some of the myths and the prejudices that people hold about people who are poor, that they don't care, or that they're lazy, or that they are not trying. Because I think the poverty simulation helps people understand that none of those misperceptions may be true for a lot of people, and it's just hard.
We went into the month thinking that we were only $100 behind, but of course things got added and piled up beyond that.
I was the wife, and I had a husband and a 15-year-old daughter and a father-in-law who was disabled, and we owed a lot of money.
You know, had the police come by one day to check and see if we had food, and we didn't. Our parents weren't home. And
The father lost his job because he was trying to get food, and I couldn't do anything because I was in school most of the day. It was frustrating.
to be in a family that you would think maybe had the opportunity to just get by, but then to see everything start unraveling.
It got worse as we were continuing because we had more debts and less money to cover them. And at one point it was just so bad that we decided to rob a bank.
Yeah. The father-in-law just gave them a note that said, like, this is a robbery, give us $10 and $20 in a bag, do not hit the alarm. And they got arrested. And I was out of the house.
I guess I would have assumed that if you have a car, you can get where you need to go, but that wasn't the case in the simulation.
I didn't know that that they had these challenges, these hard decisions every day, every week, every day.
I want people to know that the working poor are doing a really phenomenal job at holding their lives together, that the challenges are huge, and that it's really, really hard to get out of poverty.